AC Milan 2024 Preseason, Jashari and Estupinan join? Gazzetta dello Sport exclusive. Imagine this, AC Milan is on the brink of securing not one, but two incredible talents for their upcoming preseason tour. Ardon Jashari and Pervis Estupinan are the names making waves, and fans are buzzing with anticipation. Ardon Jashari is reportedly just a step away from joining the Rossoneri, while Massimiliano Allegri might soon have a new left-back to bolster his squad. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, the story is nearing its fairy-tale ending. Club Brugge recently clinched the Belgian Super Cup without Jashari, and interestingly, Estupinan followed Rafael Leo on Instagram, hinting at a potential move. Both players are poised to join Milan's preseason tour in the Far East, and the club is pushing hard to make it happen. If Brugge can win without their star midfielder and Brighton already has a replacement for Estupinan, it seems the stars are aligning perfectly. Jashari's journey to Milan. Ardon Jashari's dream is finally within reach, despite the numerous hurdles he's faced. The most significant was Club Brugge's initial resistance. However, Brugge recently celebrated their first trophy of the season, with new signing Ludovic Reis in midfield and a goal from midfielder Van Aken, indicating a reorganized midfield. But here's where it gets interesting, coach Nicky Hyen seems to be the last holdout in letting Jashari go. Meanwhile, the relentless pressure from Milan and Jashari himself seems to have softened Brugge's stance. The club has now lowered its defenses, and Milan believes the deal can be sealed this week, paving the way for Jashari to join Allegri's team. The total cost? A whopping €30 million plus bonuses. Any expenditure over €20 million requires the approval of President Paolo Scaroni and CEO Giorgio Fulani, who can sign off remotely. Sporting director Theo, who first identified Jashari as a key midfield addition, is actively working in Milan to finalize the deal. Estupinan edges closer. Simultaneously, negotiations for Brighton's left-back, Estupinan, are heating up. The player has agreed to a 4-year contract with Milan, with an annual net salary of €2.5 million. More than the financial aspect, it's the opportunity to play for Milan that excites him, even more than the allure of the Premier League. Milan has upped their offer from €12 million to €15 million, excluding bonuses, but they've set a firm limit, they won't exceed €20 million. Brighton, on the other hand, has shown some flexibility, reducing their initial asking price of €23 million. The two clubs are nearly on the same page, ready to strike a middle ground deal. Estupinan, a 27-year-old Ecuadorian with extensive experience in Spain and 104 appearances in England, scoring 5 goals, is set to be the new Theo. He shares Hernandez's La Liga background and attacking prowess, arriving at Milan in the prime of his career. Currently, Batusagi is the only suitable left-back, but that could change very soon. Estupinan aims to make a significant impact. Why Milan wants Ardon Jashari, transfer update and highlights. In a development that signals intense transfer activity, AC Milan's sporting director Theo is aggressively pursuing 3 major new signings, but one of their primary targets has already dropped a major hint about his imminent move. Following the acquisitions of Samuel Ricci and legendary midfielder Luka Modric, the Rossoneri are now focusing on securing deals for Ardon Jashari, Pervis Estupinan, and Marc Pabil. Reports from Italy's prestigious La Gazzetta dello Sport this Sunday confirmed the club is operating under significant time pressure to complete these transactions, and now here's the telling clue, Ardon Jashari, Club Brugge's standout midfielder, was conspicuously left out of their squad for the Belgian Super Cup clash against Royal Union. This exclusion is widely interpreted as a strong indicator that his transfer is advancing rapidly. Supporting this view, Italian media outlets revealed that a crucial meeting between Jashari's agent and Theo occurred just yesterday at AC Milan's headquarters, //and but here's what makes this signing particularly exciting. despite being just 22, Jashari collected multiple individual honors last season, cementing his status as Belgium's top performer. For context, consider his impressive stats: 4 goals and 6 assists across 52 appearances in all competitions, showcasing his all-round midfield prowess. And this raises a compelling debate: is Milan's urgency justified for a young star from the Belgian league? Some might argue the fee could be better spent on proven Serie A talent, while others see Jashari as a golden investment for the future. Where do you stand? Share your take on this high-stakes transfer gambit in the comments. Milan's midfield revolution, 2025-26 season preview. The midfield revolution at AC Milan is underway, and is sparking more questions than answers. With Theo Hernandez departing for Manchester City and 3 new signings set to reshape the Rossoneri's engine room, fans are buzzing with anticipation and a healthy dose of skepticism. But here's where it gets controversial: can this revamped lineup live up to the club's storied legacy? And will these changes bring back the glory days or leave supporters longing for the past? Luka Modric's imminent arrival in Milan has been met with excitement, as the Real Madrid legend touched down at Malpensa Airport earlier this week. The Croatian maestro joins a squad undergoing significant transformation under new director Igor Ter, who promised sweeping changes during his unveiling in June. His words weren't empty promises. Milan is already executing a bold plan to redefine their midfield for the 2025-26 season. So, what exactly does Massimiliano Allegri have in mind for this fresh group of players? While Allegri kept his tactical cards close to his chest during his introductory press conference, insiders suggest he'll likely abandon the three-man defense that defined much of his Juventus tenure. Instead, Milan may adopt a dynamic 4-3-3 formation, allowing greater flexibility in attack while maintaining defensive solidity. This shift could unlock new possibilities for the team, but only if the right pieces fall into place. One of those key pieces is Samuel Ricci, freshly signed from Torino, who has already begun preseason training at Milan. As a technically gifted player, Ricci will compete directly with none other than Luka Modric for the role of regista, a deep-lying playmaker orchestrating the flow of the game. Imagine the experience of Modric versus the youthful exuberance of Ricci. It's a matchup that could define Milan's campaign. Meanwhile, Youssouf Fofana is expected to take on a box-to-box role, balancing both offensive contributions and defensive responsibilities. However, there's still one major piece missing: a creative spark to replace Hernandez. Enter Ardon Jashari, the Swiss sensation from Club Brugge, who appears to be Milan's top target. Despite interest from Premier League clubs like West Ham and Nottingham Forest, Jashari seems intent on making San Siro his home. If negotiations go smoothly, he'll join Ricci and Fofana in forming what could become one of Europe's most intriguing midfields. On paper, the trio looks promising, but football isn't played on paper, and integrating such diverse talents will undoubtedly pose challenges. But let's not forget about the departures. Beyond Hernandez, several current midfielders are reportedly being shown the exit door. Yunus Musa, the talented USMNT international, doesn't seem to fit Allegri's vision for next season, according to comments made by Ter. Similarly, Yassine Adli and Ismail Bennacer appear surplus to requirements, signaling a clear out of players deemed unsuitable for the new system. Interestingly, Ruben Loftus-Cheek remains in the picture despite a rocky first 2 seasons plagued by injuries. When fully fit, the former Chelsea man demonstrated his worth, scoring 6 goals and providing 2 assists in 29 Serie A appearances during his debut campaign. Could this be the year he finally fulfills his potential? Ter certainly believes so. During his unveiling, he hailed Loftus-Cheek as one of the most complete midfielders in the European panorama. He emphasized the importance of managing injuries better moving forward, adding that the Englishman's versatility makes him invaluable. Yet, Ter also hinted at further reinforcements arriving soon, suggesting Milan's midfield overhaul isn't quite finished yet. These additions, he explained, would complement Reinder's replacements and adapt seamlessly to Allegri's preferred three-man midfield, which can morph based on in-game scenarios. And this is the part most people miss: Milan aren't just rebuilding, they're reimagining how their midfield operates entirely. By blending seasoned veterans like Modric with emerging talents like Jashari, they're attempting to strike a delicate balance between stability and innovation. But is this gamble too risky? Or will it propel them back to the pinnacle of Italian and European football? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think these changes will pay off, or is Milan headed for another transitional year?